Hello.
Hello.
If you'd like to take a seat. We're here today to discuss your performance so far this season. I'd like to know that everything is confidential in this room between me and you, and I don't want anything going outside to the teammates or anyone else. Firstly, I'd like to ask you who you think your elite player that you look up to is.
Frank Lampard.
Yeah. What would you say is his type of characteristics are? What do you think he's good at?
Controlling, leading.
Yeah, obviously he's captain. Write that down, make a note of that. Firstly, I'd like you to rate yourself out of 10. Your performance so far this season.
6.
6. For the qualities I've rated you on is your passing, tackling, touch, shooting, dribbling, etc. I'd say your first strength is your positioning. You always know where the player is you're marking, which helps the team. And you always give your teammates confidence when you're playing. Your second strength is your mentality. I'd say you're always up for the game, you're motivated. I'd say you're a confident player and you like to boost the team, like your mentality boosts the team, which also helps the team with their positivity. Strength 3, I'd say, is your touch. You like to take other players out of the game with your touch, which is good, and you start to attack quickly. Would you agree with these weaknesses? Strengths, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to move on to weaknesses now. Firstly, what would you say your weaknesses are?
My dribbling.
Yeah. What would you rate yourself in your dribbling?
5.
See, I'd have given you a 6. I'll make that note down. Giving you a 6. I think your first weakness is your dribbling. I'd say you need to get your head up more during the game, and you take more touches of the ball so that it's under control. I'd say your second weakness is your shooting. I'd say you lack a bit of confidence. Is that right?
Yeah.
What would you rate yourself in your shooting?
4 or 5.
4. See, again, I'd bump it up a little bit. You're putting yourself down too much. I would say that you lean back a little bit too much when you're shooting, which makes the ball go way over the bar, which happens regularly, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We've seen that in the last recent games. Would you suggest any ways that you'd be able to improve your dribbling or shooting at home?
Maybe target practice on a goal.
Yeah.
What
about dribbling?
Dribbling to place cones down and keep the ball close to my feet.
Yeah. Well, I've wrote down a few ways you can improve your dribbling. So again, you can put cones out and dribble through them as quick as possible. This will get you used to getting your head up and dribbling the ball at your feet. In training, the game situation, you can have like lanes on the side of the pitch, and as you're right back, you can dribble up and down your lanes so no one can tackle you. Only the right midfielder and the right back can enter this lane. Lastly, you could do at home, you could do a 1v1 versus a friend, mate, to improve your dribbling. With the shooting, other ways you can improve in training is to focus on technique. We'll go through it next training session. When you're shooting, just do it without a goalkeeper. Progress it on with a goalkeeper. In a game situation, you could have time limits on your shooting. So every time you get the ball, you have, say, 5 or 10 seconds to have a shot. This will get you used to shooting. At home, you could knock the ball against the wall, focus on the technique, positioning, target practice, as you said. Repetition will improve this. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. Thank you for your time and the interview. See you later.
Thank you.